All right, my name is Kelly and I'm a local artist living and working here in Adelaide. I'm obviously here to speak about my recycled canvas, but before I dive in, I'd love to give you a bit of background about the project. So in my normal day-to-day, I strive towards living a zero-waste lifestyle, and these values are what sparked my recycled canvas idea initially when working on a uni project back in 2017. If you can click. My project was titled Sea of Plastic, and the proposal, an exploration of interacting with materials and painted imagery to interrogate the environmental impacts and concerns generated by marine pollution. So in other words, by painting marine life onto the plastic bags, I hope to create an awareness and highlight the effects of plastic pollution in the oceans. So the final installation consisted of 12 paintings. I used a white acrylic as a base layer and then added the colour on top with oil painting. The oil painting kind of added an extra dimension, being an oil and with the water contracting each other. By painting on the plastic bag, it was quite difficult, but I was in love with the result of each individual painting. And next slide, I've got some more here. So there was 12 of these all together. The next slide, as for the installation itself though, let's just say it was hard to make rubbish look pretty. So I wasn't really fond of this, and I wanted to take it to the next level. So after graduating from uni at the beginning of 2018, I tried to take the idea further to create a way to display the paintings that looked more appealing. In July 2019, I reused some of the original paintings, this one here, for another installation that I displayed at Creative Hive. For this installation, I experimented with plastic straws to make the frame. Again, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it sparked the next idea of I wanted to make a frame from recycled plastics. So with the help of YouTube, I experimented with different ideas for melting HDPE plastics at home, experimented with sandwich press and the oven. I would spend endless nights chopping up milk bottles to put into this mould. But then I realised that plastic shrinks, and now I have this useless piece of metal with plastic inside it. I also ironed plastic bags together, and it makes a nice little fabric type material. I'm not sure if you want to feel it and all, but it's there. And then I also made something that resembled a canvas, which is this here. Again, nothing groundbreaking, but it was a start. So that's made from milk bottles around the edges and then plastic bags ironed together. Yeah. So further research, you can click play. Just tap it again and it should play. So further research led me to this website. So this is called Precious Plastics. This is an amazing resource that offers an immense amount of knowledge and information about plastic, but the best part is that they show you how to build the machines to recycle plastic at home. The knowledge they share is free, and it's been a vital part of my learning. Eventually, I would love to build the machines. I would like a shredder and extruder machine, but at this point in time, I don't have the funds nor the space at home. So I reached out to Hoffmann Academy, so it's a artist fund grant, on the off chance that they would give me money to build these machines, but that was a hard no. But after a discussion with the staff member, she recommended I visit Transmutation in Robe. I reached out to them, and they are too busy with their own stuff, but they passed me on to Villy. So next slide. So Villy, I can't say his last name, it's I don't know. But he is the owner of EcoPlus Australia, and this is located in Mount Gambier. So after a quick phone call and an explanation of my project, he was eager to help, and we arranged details of the visit. Villy's business is under the same warehouse as their local recycling centre in Mount Gambier, and the location allows him to be a direct drop-off of milk bottles, but he also has collection bins around Mount Gambier at various cafes. So Villy uses milk bottles and plastic lids to create a wide range of products, such as park benches, fencing posts and garden beds. He also created a picnic bench which used 2,925 milk bottles. Billy was kind enough to show me around his workshop and explained his process. Next up. So the first step for making my frame. I didn't actually do it. He already had bins full of shredded plastic, but you use the shredder machine to shred the milk bottles. And then, once the shredder has done its job, you put the plastic into the extruder. The extruder is a machine that pushes the plastic through 4 barrels, each gradually getting hotter to melt the plastic. And then we used square tubing as the mould. So instead of a frame shape, which it gets stuck into, we built planks of plastic. So if you want to go to the next slide, if you want to play this one, just click anywhere and it should play. So this is the extruder machine. So basically the barrels are up here and it's pushing the plastic down here. And then once it pops out on this side, so now we just push the next one into its place, and then this one can just go straight into the water bath to cool down. Click again. So once it's cool, it just slides out easily because of course it shrinks. And then we put it on a rail just to cool down completely, ensuring that it's fully supported, otherwise it would warp. And then lastly, it works just quite similar to wood, so you can just chop it up and drill into it quite easily. Next slide. So for 5 out of my frames, this is one of the examples. For 5 of them, I plan on covering it either in plastic like this or making more material and stretching it across. And this will be forming an installation of 5 artworks to be displayed next year. So I'll paint marine life onto that. But I'm very excited to announce that I've made my own canvas. Yay! So it's got the frame on the outside, and then I've stretched recycled fabrics on the front. It's got 3 layers of gesso, and it's ready to be painted on. So I've just got a few tweakings in making the frame because there's a few little bumps, but it's virtually a workable canvas. So that's my product. I don't know if you want any questions, but that's me done. Like, it's not very long. Well, you'd sell them. So I'd put it onto my website first, but yeah, I'd hope that any artist who cares about the environment would buy that one over something that's just been mass produced.
How are you going to price it?
Well, I haven't worked that far out yet. That's the next year's thing.
There's an organisation called Nexus Arts in
Yeah.
town, and they support artists to exhibit their work. They have a gallery there.
Yeah.
I suggest once you have some pieces of art to go and talk to the people there.
Mhm.
They actually help individuals to promote their work.
Yeah.
That's what they're for, to support the artists.
Yeah.
So it's a good stepping stone into the art world, so that you're known in other parts.
Yeah.
Your networks increase. So that's called works.
Artworks. Yeah.
Nexus Arts. Sorry, Nexus Arts.
Nexus Arts.
Nexus
Yeah.
Arts.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Just
the,
information.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So the other gentleman, you'll buy your material from him extruded already?
I'd eventually like to have my own machines. It costs about 10 grand to build or make. But at the moment, I can just source it from him. So he'll melt it down for me, post it down, and then I'll just assemble them and then sell them from there. So.
So you get your pricing off of him?
Yes,
And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
your time and labour and...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
How does he separate thermosetting from thermoplastics?
Sorry. I don't know the difference.
Oh, one melts, the other doesn't milk?
So we use HDPE plastics for this one, so that's just milk bottles and bottle lids. So it's the number.
That's thermoplastic.
Yeah. So he just collects the correct plastic, really.
He has to take the top off each bottle.
Yeah, it's the community helps him. So they drop it all off. Yeah. So he's got collection points around the city as well, like around Mount Gambier. So he's got all the bins there too. So yeah.
Sorry, I saw in your website that you also make jewellery.
That's actually my partner there.
Lord.
Yeah, he made me this one here. So this is sea glass. Yeah.
Because I saw jewellery as well, and I saw you also made from recycle things that you're looking
It's
for.
from glass that we find on the beach. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Kellie, with the black colour, I might have missed it. Is that they put is that what ends up with all the colours?
That's just what was in his machine at the time. I did forget to mention that these frames are 64 milk bottles equivalent each. But I can't remember what he had in there, but there was he uses it for the park benches, and it might just be the UV resistance that he adds to it. Yeah.
When the milk bottle's getting shredded up and that, do they go through a washing bath that washes out all the leftover milk?
I think that's done beforehand. But then at the same time, because I know that the labels, they don't have to be taken off because it just melts and
Yes.
gets rid of it, so, yeah.
After it's made into a bench, does it need painting?
No.
And it lasts for about 1,000 years?
He guarantees 40 years, but yeah,
Probably about 1,000 years.
probably. Yeah.
So how do you join the corners?
So that's at the moment, it's just with some bolts. I would like to develop a recycled version, to be honest, but at the moment it's just a bolt.
It's purely the engineering point, but obviously you could make a lot more length of material if it was a tube rather than a solid, and you don't lose
Yeah, yeah.
loss of strength. It's not, if it's sort of 80% air, it would still be almost as strong.
Yeah,
It's the simple engineering of it. And that would allow you since they were hollow bars, then you could make a little angle bracket that sort of stood inside or something like that, and that could be moulded out of
yeah,
recycled plastic, so the whole thing would just snap together.
yeah, that's cool.
And that makes it, well, it would solve the problem of,
Yeah,
what to do about screws, and you make the whole thing out of
that would be good, yeah.
your recycled bits, and yeah, you can make up any size or shape you like, because it's just like the wings, which is what you can do now.
Yeah. Like cutting it in the 45-degree angle and then slipping it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You can make a little angle piece that slides down the holes in both
Yeah.
both bits of tubing. That's what they do now. But if you go down to the aluminium, like to the cheap picture framers, that's the sort of thing they do.
Yeah.
They've got aluminium
Yeah.
extrusion or something like that. And it's a bit tricky, obviously, extruding.
Into that shield shape, yeah.
But
Yeah.
That's what the aluminium people have been doing for an awful long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Hollow tube, so it's not as though it's not incredibly difficult to do. It's just a little bit trickier than just a solid rod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you've got an excess of
Yeah.
plastic.
And we do, because no one wants our plastic anymore.
True.
Yeah.
Well, if your raw material is free, I'm not saying it is, if
Yeah.
it's free, then yes, you don't care. But at some point, it'll cost you something.
Cost expensive,
And if
yes.
you make more material
Yeah.
for the same price, you're a little bit better off.
You also can plastic weld joints in the corners.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was just wondering how the strength of the join would be afterwards, but
Yeah, if you groove it slightly,
mm,
you can then use they're a plastic wooden gun, if you've seen them before, the Hoffmann.
I haven't, no.
Right. Use them with a filler rod. As long as the filler rod is made out of the same material, it will bond properly.
Yeah.
So,
The early experiments I saw with extruded plastics,
Mhm.
they tried to incorporate wood into them. Some of the green knobs that they discarded from the
Yeah.
And one of the problems was water vapour escaping
Mm.
and upsetting the actual forming material. They to some extent could relieve it by having exit vents, but it was a problem that they were tackling when I last...
Yeah, I think Billy mentioned that, and the reason why he doesn't add the wood is because then you can't recycle it again. So by keeping it the raw material, then it can be recycled again. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool.
Do you have a business mentor?
No, no, I do not.
People around who help.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Hmm?
Yeah, I would have told you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Was there any other questions or?
So that was a canvas you were trying to make out of bags, was it?
So that is going to be an installation piece, so it's not meant to be resold really. It's more of a artwork
That was
installation.
bags. Was that
Oh.
the canvas you were trying to make?
That was just me experimenting, trying to create like maybe a paper form, but I feel like it could be stretched nicely over the canvas as well. So
Okay.
that could just be another material that I want to paint on.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if I want to display my installation just as a plastic bag or make that material just so it looks a bit, uses up more stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That photo you had of the maze, was that like all pieces of plastic?
Oh, that was just rubbish. So that was an installation piece for uni, so I haven't really done many installation pieces at that stage, and I tried to make rubbish look nice. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Well, I'd just like to commend Kelly for actually the recycling part of her thinking, because we are living in a society that we're throwing away so much rubbish
Yeah.
and nothing gets recycled, and we need to start thinking like you more and more. And so I'm very pleased of what I'm hearing and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I think you're in a good road.
Well, thank you very much. Okay.
On behalf of the members and the committee, we would like to present you with a certificate of appreciation
Thank you.
for coming tonight, and also a 6 months membership.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Give us a smile. A smile, both of you.